What's going on? It's the Grind Infotainment. I am your host, Should Diddy, and in the house I have the infamous Woo baby. What's happening with you?
What's happening, my boy? You
Welcome
straight?
back home.
Thank you, thank you,
Most
thank
definitely.
you. What's going on?
So before we get started, tell the people where to find you.
Woo baby, you can find me on IG, TikTok underscore AYEWOH underscore. See me on Snap is Woo2 Code WOHTOO underscore COLD.
Most definitely, most definitely. So you're just getting back home.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna ask you, what's the music scene like out there?
it's very diverse. You go out there, man. They listen to everything. They love our music for sure. Like they listen to the same shit we listen to. You know what I'm saying? So I think the only difference is over there is like it ain't no wave or nothing like that. Like if you make good music, it's just good music. So they gonna rock with you regardless. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to DJ Epic and all them folks out there, man. That showed me love when I went out there performed over there at Rockies, man. Had the whole crowd turned up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hyped up, had the whole thing lit, sold out. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. Now you was in Dubai the whole time, or was
No. So went there for a minute, then ended up going over. I was in Bahrain majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I did end up going to like Ireland, Germany, Bulgaria.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it was nice.
Okay. So now you're infamous for the Jim Beam song.
Yeah.
I mean, you got plenty classics and hits.
Right.
So, like, what you got new that you're working on?
Well, actually, I'm performing one today. I got a new song today. It's not ready for release yet.
Okay.
It is ready for release. I ain't gonna cap, but I don't want to release it yet. But for the people here, you know what I'm saying. I've been away for a minute, so I feel like I deserve to give folks something new. You know what I'm saying. So if you here, you know what I'm saying, down here at the Big Apple, where we doing this event for the first quarter Maserati. You know what I'm saying. We always gonna show love for that. But if you here, you gonna hear it. But if you ain't, man, you probably gonna hear it maybe in a month. You know what I'm saying. So.
Well, by the time this interview come out, you might have it out. This probably be out.
Yeah, by the time the interview come out,
but you know what I'm saying. So, like, this is your first show since you've been back.
Since I've been back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, first show since I've been back, man. I've been ready. Had to kind of like get back in the groove. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to just come back home and get right back into it, man. So I had to kind of like make some moves first. You know what I'm saying? Get some things together, and then now it's back in the fit. You know what I'm saying? It's time to
So now over there, overseas, like, how hard was it for you to kind of stay focused on still working on your music while you were there?
To be honest, it wasn't hard to focus at all. It was just more so, just time management. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to find the time to work on what you need to work on. Like they always say, bro. If you want something, you can always make time for it. You know what I'm saying? So I made time for it and made sure like I don't really write too much, but what I do is I always pull up some beats.
Mm-hmm.
I had folks sending me beats. I had beats that I could just go look up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up and I just get the rapping for people out there. Really, that's really how I was able to like make some of my deals because when I was out there. That's how I built my fans, bro. Just rapping for people, just freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Folks asked me if I did music, say did music, and of course they hit you with the rap song. You know what I'm saying? So, for moments like those, I just like to be ready and be able to just go ahead and spit something on site. So, and that's been my way to keep in motion. You know what I'm saying? Keep perfecting my craft. Keep the ideas flowing. New topics. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So now. Are we able to expect some features from some of the people you were networking with overseas?
So unfortunately, I wasn't able to record like that overseas, but I did get some features for some folks while I was over there, man. Shout out to my boy King down there in South Carolina, man. We got a track on the way. My boy Jizzle, we got a track on the way. I just did something with Cammy Got Bars out in Augusta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a couple more features on the way, man. And, everybody gonna hear it, but as of right now, I think I want to focus on just dropping some singles, and then the features, those gonna be projects. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right. So, any videos coming soon?
Definitely, I got a promo video did last night. chopping it up, my boy Oso, man. Shout out Oso, man. I got
Oso.
some in the works with him too, man. We gotta try to get him to come out last night, but you know,
Yeah.
business. You know what I'm saying? So, but me and him definitely gonna have another video shoot on the way, bro. I gotta get something done for the folks, man.
Okay.
Gotta get my content up.
Word. So now I want to touch back on the Jim Beam. You know, the song and the video. Like, are you? I know you're not one to be easily satisfied,
Right.
but so far, like, do you feel like it's doing what you wanted it to do?
I ain't even reached it. I feel like it's doing great. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely touching masses, but I'm still putting money into it, still promoting it, still, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
You got folks like Fetty and, you know, other artists that promoted a song for a year before they really got on, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't about like it ain't about like, you know what I'm saying, for, how I want to say it. What's the, you know what I'm saying? Because folks will give up on a song quick, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you'll have a hot song and, you know, it may die down in a minute, but it's so many people out here. It's so many people around the world that ain't never heard it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still giving it a chance to reach masses that it ain't met, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, nah, it ain't where that yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still pushing.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this. Like, for the folks out there that you kind of indirectly spoke on, as far as that have put out a whole bunch of singles but don't really push that one that could be the one.
Right.
Like, for the folks that think that dropping a whole bunch of singles, like, what is your advice or something that you would give them to take into consideration, like with those singles? Like, I mean, because
I feel like it's more so quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? You gonna always make music, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you know, unless you got that type of talent, everything ain't gonna be a hit every time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to take what you get and perfect it and promote it. Why? Because that's what gets your name out there. It'll take a song that ain't even all that and take that shit to the top just off the fact that, you know, you done built your brand up so much that people just fuck with you, so they gonna listen to it regardless.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, it ain't about how much you put out. It's about the quality of work that you put out. It's about the body of work that you put out. So whenever you go out here, make sure you put yourself in people's faces, because 9 times out of 10, they might not even know who you is, but they probably done heard your song somewhere else and didn't even know that was you.
Yeah.
But now that they done met you and they done seen you, now they about to turn that joint up to a whole nother notch.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So keep promoting it, man. No matter how long it is. If you believe in it, keep going with it, but don't ever stop it, because the minute that you stop it, now you cutting it off from other folks who ain't even heard it yet.
Right. Most definitely. So now, what changes in your music are there or might come about, if you could just predict it right now?
The door's open. I ain't hear you.
Okay. I said, like, with your music, like, what differences from, say, last year have you incorporated in your process of making your music? Or that you might want to add to your process?
So as far as like my process, I don't know. It really ain't changed too much. I think I've always focused on quality. I've always focused on putting out the best body of work. Only changes is just my ability. You know what I'm saying? Like my ability to do something, like how fast I can do it, how precise I can be with my wording, or you know what I'm saying, like boiling down to that point of just perfecting my craft. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always put myself in a mental state of just to be the best. I'm my worst critic. You know what I'm saying? I'm my biggest and worst critic when it comes to my music. Like I don't care if you don't like it. If I like it, it's shit.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the way to be.
If you do like it, I might feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like my music, you know what I'm saying? I do it for me at the end of the day. Like I love the fans that support and everything like that, but I do it for me at the end of the day. So if I make some music and I don't really like what it sounds like, I'm gonna keep working on it until it sounds perfected by me. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to a point, but it used to be a point where I was so ready to put music out that I ain't, you know what I'm saying, take my time and get it just right. I kind of just go in there, record, boom, let's go.
Right.
I want them to hear. I want them to hear. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more so like I got folks ask me, bro, when you gonna let me hear something? When you gonna let me hear something? I'm like, it's on the way.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only that. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's the one thing that I can say that I don't do no more. I don't just. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so quick to just give music out no more.
Yeah, I get that, and that's definitely a good, you know what I'm saying, attribute to have with your career, and just for a lot of artists don't think about.
Yeah.
And so, at this point in your career, so
I feel like you about to hit me.
I'm gonna hit you with the wham. So, because you've been off the scene here for a little bit, but you've been, you know what I'm saying, you've been seasoning yourself, you know, from traveling other places as well.
Yeah.
Like, what do you feel that it's still beneficial to do artist showcases, or do you feel like at some point in time
you gotta jump? I feel like so in my case, right? I don't look at it. Well, it depends on the type of showcase, number one.
Okay.
But I feel like when you get to that level, when you feel like, you know, you ain't got to do showcase no more, then stop. You know what I'm saying? Get your book and get your back in. You know what I'm saying? But in my case, you know, I do both because I'm still growing. You know what I'm saying? I still got folks that ain't heard my music, and then for the reason of just the love, you know what I'm saying, coming down here, I got folks that love me here. So regardless if it's a showcase or not, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna show love regardless because they show love to me. So it ain't for just going places, getting booked, going places, getting booked. That's the goal at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the love different whenever I just go and I fuck with the people who fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody hit me up and they got an event going on, if I got time, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna show love whether I perform or I don't perform. Like I'm not that type of artist, bro. Like I fuck with the people.
Most definitely. So with networking, no, I'm gonna go into that. So how do you feel about artists on an independent scene?
It's tough.
Okay.
I feel like if you're an independent artist, you a boss. Especially like if you really out here and you investing in yourself and you bossing up your brand and you doing what it takes to you know, eat off this. You know what I'm saying? You a boss, bro. Like it's tough being an independent artist, but if you made for it, it can be easy at the same time too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the independent artists out there that's making shit happen. You know, rain, sleet, snow, whatever. Like you handle business. You know what I'm saying? That's A1. Because a lot of folks ain't built for it. A lot of folks think that they can just go out here, make one song, and boom, record deal, or whatever the case may be. Nah, you got to show these folks why they need to sign. You got to have something to put on the table so they can add to it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go to the table and tell them folks to put some steak on there, put some lobster on there, and you ain't even brought no plates or you ain't brought no silverware, nothing.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Southern hospitality sometimes. When it comes to their business, it ain't no hospitality unless them folks really fuck with you. You got to go in with your eyes open, nose up, with some shit to, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a blueprint, a plan, like how you going to get them their money back or how you going to, you know what I'm saying? So if you're an independent artist, bro, go get that money yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it's your time, they're going to come to you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to let you know, like, hey, bro, I like your movement. We want to do this. We want to add to this. You ain't got to change nothing up, your whole platform, A1. We just want to get a little piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But until then, bro, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out here, promote yourself, market yourself. You know what I'm saying? Build your fan base up. You know, that's how you get paid, bro.
Most definitely. Well, you just answered my next question. Because I was going to ask you, like, what do you suggest for up and coming or aspiring artists? So, I mean, you kind of summed that up, but is there anything else that you want to add to that you think independent artists?
If you're an independent artist, man, don't be tripping about folks that, you know, you feel like they ain't showing you the love that you deserve. They were too big, bro. It's somewhere else. Just go find it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of folks get caught up in trying to like build a fan base in their hometown or build a fan base somewhere where the music scene ain't really rocking with what they doing or whatever. It's so much kind of music out here, but you just gotta find your scene. But you can't be scared to jump. You gotta be able to go here, go there, You know, put yourself in front of the people that love you. That's how you build your fan base. That's how you build your pockets. That's how you build your brand. That's how you build everything. But get in front of people that like you, because they're the ones that's gonna do that word of mouth advertisement.
Right.
They'll put your name out there. Now, boom, now the places that you used to be at where folks weren't showing love, now they looking at you like, okay.
Indeed.
You know,
Indeed.
Denzel shit. I see you out here doing, you know what I'm saying? Now they like that, you know what I'm saying? Now they
Right.
want to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it, man. You go out here and you find some folks that love you, what you do, love your music, love your brand, man. You build it up around them your day one fans, bro. Them the people that, you know, probably don't even know you from a can of paint, but they still out here rocking with you. And now the ones that know you like a can of paint, them folks out here probably playing you side until you actually make it. Now they come, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So now,
and if you believe in yourself, that's all you need.
most definitely. So now, what's next for Wooh Baby in the next, say, 5 years?
What's next for Wooh Baby in the next 5 years? The top. You know, I'm an old soul. You know, I grew up around, you know, some wise people, and they always said, don't let the left hand know what the right hand know, and you know, you don't want to speak out your dreams and ambitions too much because the devil always listening and trying to intervene. So
Indeed.
just know up is on the way, but I can't say too much because, you know, somebody always listening, always hating, somebody trying to intervene. It ain't gonna stop nothing, but I'd rather just keep that to myself and just let y'all see. You know, on some Trinidad shit, don't believe me, just watch.
Right, and I respect that wholeheartedly. So, man, it's great to chop it up with you.
It's always great,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely glad I got you on the grind infotainment. Because right when I was starting things up, you took up out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
from the
it's
time
good
you
to
met
see
me
you back.
to now, yeah, it's always.
Most definitely. So it's good to see you back. You know, I'm rooting for you. You know,
definitely. Hey, man, my dog got on clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't the only one. Check them out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you
like,
know,
tell them where to find the merch.
Oh no, it's for me right now. Yeah, this for me right now. We ain't put this out there yet. We still perfecting, but it's on the way for sure. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you like, you know what I'm saying, I'm definitely gonna keep it tuned in. Matter of fact, tune in to me, and I'll let you know whenever it drops, so you can, you know, tap in. But it comfy, you know what I'm saying? Good fabric, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah, I'm still doing my little thing. You know what I'm saying? Still got that fucking feelings campaign going. You know, like it is what it is. But man, hey, much more success to you.
Appreciate it, man. Same to you.
Always rooting for you. You know, keep making great music.
Thank
you. Know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to hearing this new song that you're gonna perform.
Oh yeah, man, it's a good vibe.
I might forgive me, y'all. I might have to shut somebody's interview down halfway, just like, oh,
my boy. I'm gonna save it for the last song. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do 2 before that. Then I'm gonna end it off with the new.
Most definitely. And yeah, like. I played the Jim Bean on the radio show.
They love it.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about, like my Instagram inbox, my DMs is like, yo, what's that song? Who's that guy? You played it after this, and like they're pinpointing where in the show the song is at, and I'm like, let me go back to my program.
But it's crazy because like. With that song, like even a couple of my songs, bro, like I'm humble about it, but folks don't even be knowing that's me. Like whenever I be rapping, like I had a homeboy while I was overseas, man. I let him hear it, and by the time he made it to where I was, bro, he knew the whole song. This was like probably like 2 days. He knew the whole song front and back, and not only did he know the whole song, but like apparently where he was at, they were doing a party. They was on the party bus playing it back to back to back.
Oh wow.
Apparently, whoever he was with, they were playing it back to back, and you know he showed me the footage and everything like that, and folks turned up, and everybody in there showing ass, bro, and they love it, like they love my music over there.
And how does that make you feel, like when you get the feedback about your music? You know what I'm saying? Like in a situation like that specifically,
it make you feel like you already made it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I still got so much further to go. You know, them moments of being on stage where you dream about people in front of you with their camera lights up, you know, people singing your lyrics and, you know, doing a dance or whatever the case may be. Like, that's the shit that make you feel like you already made it, but I got so much further to go. You know what I'm saying?
Most
In my eyes, you know, some people out here look at me like I already made it, but I feel like I ain't even touched the iceberg yet. The tip of it.
Most definitely. Well, boss man, I ain't gonna hold you up too much because I know you like to move around.
Yeah,
work
a little
and
bit,
whatnot.
man. I see some
So
folks
again,
pulling up, so
I appreciate you. You know
appreciate
what I'm saying?
you, man.
Hey,
Appreciate
Woo
you.
baby, make sure y'all check him out. You know what I'm
Tap
saying?
in.
You already know who I am. Suge Diddy Quadruple OG of the city. This is the Grind Infotainment, and we'll catch y'all on the next trip.
Fuck this album out right now. That side, and goddamn, man, I can't even think of my own. Fuck this album out right now. I got Fuck This Album 2 on the way, and shit, Long Woo out right now, and a couple more tracks, Extra Cheddar, Jim Beam. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap in. I'm on all platforms, the music,
All streaming sites?
yeah, all streaming
Okay.
sites. I can't even think.
Word.
Y'all get what I'm saying though.
Word. And we out of here.